You have connected the Terminus to Professor Upsidasium's Visiotronic Audiographic Steampunk Archive, collecting images and sounds from AnachroCon 2013. In this transmission, the Apparition Abolishers at AnachroCon.
Hello, we're back here with Chloe Secord with the Apparition Abolishers and looking at more of their gear here at AnachroCon 2013. Hi, Chloe.
Hi.
Well, what do we have here?
Well, right in front of me is the Wendigo head, captured by Sir Quincy Peck, who carries the Sonic Blunderbuss.
Well, let's see the Sonic Blunderbuss here. Well, that's very nice. We have a Wendigo head.
Yes, this is our Wendigo head. It is a preserved head, preserved with the Shelley technique, as detailed in that panel over there, inspired by Mary Shelley.
Uh-oh.
Frankenstein.
Uh-huh. Now, that is a great Wendigo head.
Isn't it?
Yes.
The gentleman who actually sculpted that for us, his camera shy and just left the room.
That's fine. We have some bellows there to provide some oxygen and some suspicious fluids going on there and a couple of valves.
We won't talk about what the fluids are.
Right.
Not in polite society.
And Banff Springs.
That is where Quincy tracked and finally captured the Wendigo.
Oh, well
Beheaded
done.
the poor creature.
Mm-hmm. Well, better it than him.
Yes, very good point. We don't have Quincy's
The
sword.
beheading was not so much an act of cruelty, but an act of practicality, because Quincy didn't have the means to transport the entire animal back, so he only had room for the head.
Oh, okay.
Quincy only had the ability to carry the head, so
We have Dr. Torque with us here as well,
in the background.
in the background.
Offering the color commentary.
Wasn't very colorful.
Okay. And I see over here we have your wings again.
Yes, we have my wings again. They're down for the evening due to battery life issues.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. And
I did put a push better.
some really nice detail there on the wings, which we got to see in the last video, where I got to meet you at DragonCon. And we have a smaller set of wings here.
Yes, this was my first set of glider wings. These were made out of found objects, ceiling fan, as you can see, copper pipe, wooden pieces from hobby shops, a candle topper, gauges, finials, backpack salvaged from Southern Thrift.
And it's a really nice build.
Thank you.
In and of itself. And it's a very nice, pretty, you get everything when you look at this. But then you evolved into this set,
Yeah.
which took Best in Show at DragonCon 2012. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So it's just amazing work all the way through.
Thank you. That one's all on Torque. I just tell him what I want and he builds it for me.
Lucky you.
That's why I'm marrying
I
him.
need someone like that.
Okay. Now, this is the Winchester.
Yes.
We saw this at a distance
Yes.
in the last video because we had a very small space to operate a camera in.
And a lot of people.
And a lot of people. And they're all very excited to see you guys.
Yes.
What is this in front of the
Now,
Winchester?
in front of this is the control panel from Herald. And Herald, I forget what all of the letters stand for because it's Herald.
Heavy. Oh gosh.
Yeah. But because Torque has his fascination with ducks,
Right.
yet another steering apparatus with mallards.
Obsession was another word we used.
Obsession is a good one.
We're not using any other words besides obsession.
Obsession
and
is good. And fascination is
Fascination is a good F word to use
Yes.
when describing Dr. Torque and ducks.
good. Yes, please. Please limit it to that F word, fascination.
Yes, we always limit our F words as best we can. And over here, these are the original. We've seen these before. These are the emeraldic extractors.
Yes. The original 2 power packs, they've had some upgrades, which is great because, oh, that's broken.
Yeah, that chain.
Otherwise, they would still be
Let me fix that.
cacophonous, clanging contraptions.
Well, the other one. Let me turn the other one on.
Okay, I'll turn the
You
other.
can reach the
I can't.
control.
It's on the other side of 2
Yeah,
crates.
this chain has been
It needs a tensioner.
Mm.
problematic.
That's the next incarnation of upgrades: is tensioners, maybe some more lights.
Yeah.
This is all very deja vu because the last time I spoke with you, the same chain.
Oh, of course.
Abandoned
yes,
course,
This
so-
thing has, we refer to it as personality.
Okay.
Character.
Character and personality.
Yeah.
And we have the Rusty Kuntz.
I can't
weapon
help
here.
but notice you've been admiring the Kuntz.
Why, who would not admire such a grand weapon as the Kuntz?
It's got a great name.
It does.
I just love to say it, Koontz.
We can say Kuntz as many times as we want to.
Koontz, Koontz, Koontz.
We don't have to limit our Kuntz words.
Koontz.
Now, this is the device.
The device, which
Again-
was also in the previous video.
And again, much better angle on it here. We can see it much easier. And I'd like to get in close. You can see all those great tubes and the various parts. And this is a found objects build.
It is.
Mainly, yes.
Teapot bulbs. I forget what this plastic ring was from. This was from a lamp. This used to be, I think, a super soaker.
No, it was the cup holder that slides on the side of a construction site cooler.
Oh.
It holds the cups that you pull out the bottom.
Okay. And here we have, this belongs to one of your team members. This is plasma pistols.
Yes, this is Jasper Dunlap's gear. I don't believe we had this at DragonCon.
No.
Didn't put a battery in, unfortunately.
No, he
That's
has
okay.
two. He's our chupacabra hunter. He has two plasma pistols that he uses to hunt the nasty, nasty little chupacabras.
Okay, and this all hooks up to the armor.
Yeah, the battery pack is in the back. The guns plug in.
Okay.
The guns
Well,
all
let
line
me
up.
let me come around to where you're at so I can see the back of this armor
Roll it
here.
out.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
Everything's on wheels.
It's steampunk, of course, it moves. It's got wheels on it someplace.
it's Chris Lee. It's got a crate
And it's heavy.
and it's heavy.
Well, let me tell you, having a crate to haul things around is heavy, but it's much better than just hauling things around
Yeah, we used to do
without a
that.
crate.
We used to do that. That's why a lot of these things
And
have dents in them.
your team's coming from Tennessee, and we're down here in Atlanta. So having crates to haul things from Tennessee to Atlanta, that's a great blessing.
Very much.
And
so.
this is great. This backpack that the plasma pistols hooks into is great, and I see all the cabling and such, and I recognize some. What are these pieces?
Aluminum water bottles from Target.
That is fantastic. That is
Started out,
fantastic.
version 1 had plastic bottles, but
The paint was coming off.
paint
and they just
shift, and they
weren't
just,
Right.
these make a great clang sound when you're walking around.
Mm-hmm.
Jasper is very noisy. He
Yeah.
cannot sneak up on anybody. Between this
And his spurs.
and the spurs, you can hear him coming. It's a good thing chupacabras don't really pay attention to that kind of stuff.
Now, where'd you get the idea? The front with the wood there is kind of a samurai style,
That's exactly,
Asian
yes.
inspired.
I was looking at some
Tom Cruise, Last Samurai.
different.
That works.
I was actually thumbing through some reference material of different types of armor. I wanted. The previous version had some. I think it was street hockey pads that I had put under and just put some metal on it to make it look steampunky, but it didn't really work. And I wanted something that looked like chest armor, but didn't look like anything that would have made sense. I wanted something that was completely out of its element. So I started looking at other culture armor, and I came upon samurai, and I was like, "That's perfect because I know I can make that." So these are all, yeah, that one's coming off. These are all cut wood pieces. I've got the piece that goes there.
Okay.
That were stained, and then these are all hinged, so everything moves when he moves.
That's a really great design because it looks sturdy, but it also looks. I mean, he wears it, so obviously, it's wearable. It's practical to a level there. He moves around pretty well in it. I'm guessing.
Yeah, it fits to the
Because,
front of his
yeah,
chest.
He
It
does wear
molds.
clothes under it, I promise.
Well,
he
yeah.
wears clothes.
That would pinch otherwise. So that's good. And we have here the Mallardian steerage apparatus.
That
That
is
drives-
the remote control for Scrappy.
And Scrappy is out in the hall, and we're going to go see Scrappy here in just a second because we don't want to miss Scrappy while we're here.
He is we call him the mechanical mule. So if we need to move something heavy around or we need something fetched, we can send Scrappy to go get it.
Okay, let's go out and look at Scrappy real fast.
Sure.
Okay, so we're out here in the hallway at AnachroCon, and this is Scrappington Hawlett.
Holly.
Holly, okay. Scrappington Holly.
He hauls things and he's made from scraps.
Okay. And let me get in here and get some detail.
So in the character story, he's sort of the mechanical mule. So if our characters need something retrieved or something heavy carried or moving into a dangerous area, he can be the canary in the coal mine, which is why he has Edgar, his mechanical bird.
Okay, let me come around to
Edgar
the
can
side
function
here.
as the practical canary.
The warning system.
Yeah, the early warning system.
Somebody has R2 on their phone. I can hear it. You've trained me to listen.
Okay, so this is the mechanical bird?
That's Edgar. Yeah, Edgar's seen better days, but
Well, he's been in a few dangerous positions
He
and
has.
served his purpose.
and he's ridden in the trailer with Scrappy for years now.
Many a con.
So let's start back here and let's talk about some of the details.
So Scrappy has and this is falling apart, but has a large version of the Emeraldic energy extrapolator.
He has run out of steam.
And he still has a couple of signature pieces left over from his days of being a recycled R2-D2.
Okay. Not many though.
Not many. The largest of which is this, which you may recognize as the drink tray from Return of the Jedi that R2-D2 wore when he was on Jabba's barge. And it's been copper colored and sort of recycled.
And that's what we do in steampunk.
Yes, we do.
Okay. Now, a little boiler down there.
Boiler to generate the steam.
Is that a Folgers coffee can?
Absolutely, just like on the power packs. Yep.
And Edgar, the bird we saw there.
Yeah.
And a little smokestack coming up here.
Yeah, his chassis is a recycled wheelchair that's basically been flipped around.
Okay, recycled wheelchair, okay. And a little tray there and some chain to haul his...
This is his Flavor Flav clock, so he knows what time it is.
So he knows what time it is. Okay.
When he heads into the mine or into dark areas, he's got his lighting. He can let people know he's coming. And
He's a very thoughtful scrap robot.
oh, absolutely, yeah. Always thinking of others. And his
Yep.
his cow catcher to make sure things get out of the way.
Right. And some valves down there, and you have a forward light there, sort of a headlight.
Yep, that's his headlight when he's again if it's not safe to use fuel oil. And then he has a monocle and a mustache because always a dapper gentleman.
Of course. No, we cannot sacrifice fashion for fashioner's style are mandatory elements of what we do. Now, the head is what?
This is a 18-inch diameter acrylic globe that's normally used on a streetlight.
Okay.
So you can buy these online from supply stores and then just spray painted the inside of it. It's very lightweight. You can drill into it so his eyes are bolted on.
You spray the inside so the paint doesn't flake if it comes into contact with something.
Exactly. Well, one main reason, and then you also get the sheen of the plastic from the outside.
Okay.
We have a system in the works, not installed yet, of a couple of motors and gimbals where we can make him move the hat here. We could actually move the head by remote control, so he can be pretty expressive just by moving his head around.
Right. Yes.
And go from his regal look here to an inquisitive look, to sort of depressed or happy. So we'll be able to move the head around soon and give him a little more personality.
Now you have quite a bit of experience with robot builds because you've made a couple of R2 units and a number of other things. So how long do you think until...
Well, originally when we first entered, Scrappy was one of the members, and we had the 4 members that were on stage in DragonCon in 2009 when we won Masquerade, and he was fully remote controlled at that point. He drove up onto the stage and took a bow and tilted his head and moved around. That was in his original R2-esque incarnation. And we removed the R2 parts, and in that process, some of the remote controls parts were recycled for another R2. He still has his drive motors. You can see one of them under here. So he's still motorized, but there's no remote control for his head or any of his other parts yet. But plans are on the books to make him a complete remote control character someday soon.
Well, that'll be wonderful when it happens, and we'll look forward to seeing them in your web series as those take off. And you are producing more of those.
We are.
I know it's a slow process.
It is, but we've got some great stories to tell, so it'll be a lot of fun when we get them done.
I want to thank you again for your time. Thank you so much, and thank you for all this wonderful building you're making.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
You have been watching Professor Upsidasium's Physiotronic Audiographic Steampunk Archive. Thanks to the staff and crew of AnachroCon. For more information, go to anachrocon.org. Very special thanks to the Apparition Abolishers. For more information about their activities, please visit apparitionabolishers.com. Our theme music, the Visuotronic Blues, was composed and performed by Alex White. Find him at thegearheart.com. Our motion graphics were supplied by John Adams at Blithwolf Studios. Contact him at blithwolf@gmail.com. Please stay tuned as the experiment continues.